Good evening, everyone. Kalla here. Welcome to my stream. Glad you could make it today. So today we're going to be playing more Nina Aquila Legal. I think we've got one investigation day and one court day left on chapter 3, which is the final chapter for this season, so this is probably, well, definitely, the final stream for this game for now. So, shall we get on into it? I think we should get on into it. Just gonna find out what happened. Hey? Yep, audio is fine. Alright, let's go. Aquila Defense and Law Officers, January 10th, 4:47 a.m. We are solving a murder today, Kevin. That's what we're doing. Nina, stay here, okay? What? But I'll be right back. Wait, don't! Aquila Defense and Law Officers, January 10th, 5:24 p.m. Hey, Nina? What? Wait, what time is it? Early evening? You said we should try to sleep in today, remember? Because we're going to be up at the Rostro Spire most of the night. That being said, I thought you'd be up around noon or something. Are you okay? I'm fine. You were talking in your sleep again. Yeah? Maybe you shouldn't listen. Maybe you're right. Get up. I'll get us coffee. Also, hi! We're using hands today! Sort of. So, what's next, boss? I was just thinking about that. We got lucky yesterday, right? Extremely. If Chad had better evidence, I think this would have been over by now. You think he's gonna find some? No. Well, that's a relief. Actually, it kind of worries me. I have no idea what Chad's next course of action will be. Still, I know it might seem hard to think about. But do we need to consider the idea that Clara just had an accident? Perhaps. But put it this way. Our job is to be there for our clients. That, unfortunately, leads us to a unique problem. How do you figure? The Aces all have a loose alibi against murder. They were all in the race, and they were trying to win. But street racing is an illegal activity, even if it's routinely ignored by the police. One of the charges against the Aces is manslaughter by endangerment. That means if Clara had an accident, their alibi against murder becomes evidence that they endangered Clara by street racing. Precisely. You're getting good at this. I'm pretty smart when I've had my 8 hours. Hey, what does that feel like, Dylan? Seriously, what does that feel like, Dylan? That presents us with an unsolvable problem under our current frame of reference. So we need to flip our assumption? More than that, I think we just need more information. We need to come up with another narrative that fits the facts. We should make sure we don't lose sight of something important. What? It's a gut feeling. But I genuinely don't believe that any of the aces killed Clara. And I also don't believe it was a simple accident. That means something else must have happened on that night. Oh hey, hi Ethan. Hi. You get 9 to 10 hours a day. I guess the day after Comic-Con you'd be really tired, huh? I got about maybe 6 last night. It's great. That is the most I've had in the last few days, so I feel reasonably alive today. And we need to find out what it was. So, where do we look? Maybe one of the racists knows more than they've told us. Maybe Trey? He saw Clara earlier in the day. Or one of the clubs, or maybe the Hearts. Maybe Ryoko? We'll see. Well, we won't find answers here. Let's head up to the Rostro Vista. Come see me by the door when you're ready to go. Alright, oops. Accidentally did the clicking. Let's... Walking. Wait, why is... Oh yeah. Forgot what buttons I was using. Are you ready to head out? Yep, let's get going. Okay, boss. Dylan Merlo has joined your party. Yes, we need more evidence. And you know how we get evidence? Street racing! Hey, Nina? Looks like someone's headed this way. Vroom. Was that Trey? Hard to tell with those darkened windows. It certainly looked like his car. Where do you think he's going? I don't know. But I've got a bad feeling. Rostro Vista parking lot, January 10th, 8:36 p.m. Hey, Nina! Hi, Ren. Did you manage to examine that wheel we found a couple of days ago? Oh, that? I had to pass that over to a friend. He's taking a look at it for us. But there's something much more important I have to tell you. What is it? What's wrong? Your prosecutor friend was just here. Prosecutor... You mean Chad? Yeah. I knew it. Knew what? Ren, on the way up here, we passed a car heading back towards No. Nope. We're not doing this today. We're not doing this today as well. Okay, we're gonna actually words. Ahem. Ren, on the way up here, we've passed a car heading back towards Flash City. Was Chad inside with Trey Gearson? Yep. That prosecutor came here by taxi and asked for Trey by name. They left not long ago. Great. Looks like Chad just got his expert witness, and I doubt we're going to get a chance to speak with Trey. What did you want to ask him? I don't know, something, everything. Think we should tell him? Yeah, I think so. Ren, we were up here late the night before last. Then the woman got back in the limo and drove off. Nina thought she knew... Let's keep that part between us for now. What's that? Nothing. What matters is, whoever she is, she was meeting with Trey. You think that woman was the sponsor? Maybe. With Clara gone, I guess Trey is the de facto leader of the Spades. Ren, just who is the sponsor? We don't actually know. What? They weren't very forthcoming. Keisuke said it was because they have legitimate business interests, so didn't want it to be known that they were consorting with illegal street races. Makes sense. We have an email address, but it was to a temporary inbox. They told us if we collectively said yes, then we'd get to find out more. Sounds fishy. Clara said the exact same thing. She didn't like it one bit. It was like she was against the very concept of the idea. Gained item, buyout refusal, Clara. Was that the whole reason? Well... There were rumors that Clara knew something about the sponsor. Something that no one else on the mountain knows. Any idea what that was? Nope. But it was gossip. I have no idea if it's true. Who would know? There's only one person on the mountain who might know a bit more. Ryoko. Ren, we need to find out more about what could have happened on the night Clara died. In that case... Oh no. You're gonna need more face. More chutzpah. More flex. I get it! But still... Surely those last few races were beginner's luck. I'll never meet someone like Ryoko in this car. I keep telling you, your car's not your problem. What you need is style. And you'll find that in... the heart of the drift. Got it. Yeah, so many secrets. So many secrets. Ah. You got any guesses about what happened, Kevin? Any guesses? Ask around. I'm sure you'll find someone who'll take your challenge. After all, you beat the diamonds. Good luck. Come grab me if you want some advice. So... Looks like we race. Let's see who's up for it. Yeah, let's see who's up for it. Well, we raced the diamonds already, so... There's literally only the diamonds and the clubs here today. Alright. You need caffeine to make the brain work. I feel you, I feel you. Had my caffeine before the stream. What do you want, outsider? You the Jack of Clubs? Who wants to know? Nina Aquila, but I came here to race, not to talk. As if an outsider like you could figure out the secrets of my racing style.
Hold it.
What kind of secrets? This'll be fun. Let's race. Let's go. Let's go. Race time. What do we want? Technique. No. That's a draw. What was going against technique again? I don't remember which way around these were. Rage. Draw. Okay. Technique? Oh, a lot of draws. We're just gonna get a lot of draws. What the? I was just going easy on you. Time to turn up the volume. Ooh. Oh no. Yeah, I want to know, that's why I asked. What's going on, Nina? I don't know. It's like she has some kind of secret way to beat me at every turn. Can you figure out what it is? I'll try. Billy. That's a no. So predictable. You really thought you could figure out my tricks with that? Nope, words? Nope. You really think you could figure out my tricks with that wreck of a car? There's gotta be some way to beat her. It must be some kind of a... Yeah, I can't figure it out. Well, how do you usually figure out when someone's got something to hide? How do I... Hold it! That's it! What? What's it? I can press her. We're not in court? So? Who cares as long as it works? Nina has gazed into the heart of the drift and learned a special ability. Press. Special abilities use up PP. You get 1 PP each time you draw in a clash. And you can choose to use them from the clash menu. Press allows Nina to go again if she loses a clash. Some opponents might not be so confident after Nina presses them. So give it a try. Okay, Rage. Oh no wait, we need to actually use the thing, didn't we? Special. Press. Technique.
Hold it.
Belief. Hey, it worked! We'll take that. Hey, catch up. Okay, let's use this again. Technique. Ooh, we got a draw. Rage. Left. Smolder. Left. Smolder. I'm just gonna bank that. I like this music. Can you tell? Hey, we're neck and neck again. No, back.
Hold it.
Oh yeah, we already had that. Waiting. And into the lead we go! Looks like your confidence is cracking. They don't go down so easily. You're so sure about that? Let's go! Are we coming into the last straight? Or have we got another corner to go? Nope, last straight. Let's go! Hey, we did it! Do-do-do. Do-do-do. Haha. Hooray! Ugh. Okay, I admit it. You got yourself some style. Where'd you learn to drive like that? Law school. So why are you up here racing everyone? Stay where you are. I'm trying to gain face. I'm representing faces in courts and I need to know more about what Clara was doing on the night she died. When Clara died, I hadn't spoken to her in some time. With Queen of Clubs, if I remember, she lives across the street from Clara's place. Did I say he or she? I don't remember. Whoops. He? The Queen of Clubs? The ranks are ceremonial. They don't imply gender. All the kings are guys right now, but even that hasn't always been the case. I get it. Maybe he knows something. Can't hurt to ask. Thanks. Good luck. Alright. Are you the Queen of Clubs? The Jack of Clubs said the Jack of Clubs said you live across the street from Clara's place. Yeah, as if Mara would talk to. It's true, Razor. Huh? Mara doesn't mess around. I wanted to ask. I don't answer questions from people I don't respect. You gotta show me your true spirit, all shiny and chrome. Prove your mettle with metal, then I'll sing like a little bird. Let's race. Let's go! Let's race the Queen of Clubs. Belief. Yeah. In the lead. I like being in the lead. Crank that metal, yeah! Are you seriously like this, or are you just like super method? Technique. Oh no! Reach. Hey. Let's increase that lead a little bit more, please. Oh no. We're neck and neck again. Oops. Belief. More belief. More belief. Okay, now I'm back in front. Time to turn it up to 11. Technique. Ah. Darn. Oop. Behave, hand. Can we go up to 12? I know, but it looks like he had. He's right on my tail. Ooh, we got a draw. That means we can use press.
Hold it.
Regain a bit of our lead. It's not over yet.
Hold it.
Down the last straight, I think. We should be ahead enough now. Ah, I should have banked that. I should have banked that.
Hold it.
I'm just gonna bank that. Dun, 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 dun. Yay! We did it! Do-do! Do-do-do-do-do. Okay, lawyer, I'm impressed. You know who I am? Yeah, Ren's kind of the gregarious type. Then presumably you know... You're looking for more information about Clara, right? The Jack of Clubs said you live across the street from her place. I do. Then do you know anything that might help us? Sorry, but I got nothing. I hadn't spoken to her in a few weeks. Damn. Actually, I looked over at her parking space when I left on the night she died. I thought about how we used to talk more. Wasn't Clara a wealthy socialite? What are you trying to say, Goggle Boy? Clara might have liked the finer things, but she knew how to thrash with the best of them. And with her connections, let's just say that she always knew where the best bands were playing. Hold it. You said you looked at her parking space. Her car wasn't there? That's right, she was out. What time was it? Great thinking, Nina. A little after 7? It takes about an hour to get up to Rostro Vista from Fudge City. Clara arrived for the Ace Race, which was around 10. If it only takes an hour to get up to the mountain, then that means there are 2 hours of Clara's time on that evening that we can't account for. Ooh. Maybe she just went to get drive-through. Dylan, drive-through don't take 2 hours. I mean, I suppose it depends on where you're driving to get your drive-through, but drive-through don't take 2 hours. Maybe. But I don't think so. 2 days ago, the Queen of Diamonds told us she was trying to call Clara all evening, but she couldn't get through to her. Whatever Clara was doing, I think it was important. Anything we can do to try and build up a picture of Clara's evening might help us to understand what happened later. Thanks a bunch. No problem. I guess you're more metal than I thought. You going after the King of Clubs next? Does he know anything? He and Clara go way back. Then I guess he's next. Gained item. Clara left early. Are you the King of Clubs? Is that how you address an officer? This isn't the military. More's the pity. I am Lieutenant Wolf, King of Clubs. I feel like I should be muffling my voice a little more somehow because of the gas mask. I don't know how to do that. Wait up. This military thing, is that a bit you're doing, or are you actually in the army? It's a bit, isn't it? Nina, don't antagonize him. Dylan, you're seriously buying into this? Look, Mr. Wolf. Lieutenant Wolf. Lieutenant Wolf. Admiral, Colonel, whatever. Razor told me you knew Clara Mess quite well. Is that true? I'm not sure I've ever heard of a Clara Mess. But Razor said, don't even know why you'd want to ask about her. What's this guy's deal? I know, right? Those are clearly bold-faced lies. Will you truthfully answer any of my questions? I'd answer any questions from a superior. Then let's race. But mark my words, no one defeats Rolling Thunder. Rolling... what? Let's race. Let's go! Race time! King of Spades. In, this rather suspicious looking car. Is that really what it looks like? This is Rolling Thunder, my stallion of steed and children armor. How do you enter a tank into a street race? It's simple. You just turn up to the race in a tank. I mean, you can't fault him there. I guess there's nothing in the rules that says it has to be a car. Although, drifting in a tank, I'm pretty impressed by that. Tell me how you know Clara. Clara? Who's that? Never even met her. That doesn't even make sense. Nina, what's happening? He seems unbeatable in the face-offs. Anything else? He keeps spewing out these lines, but they're all clear lies. Keep racing, Nina. I believe in you. Look at the drop. Guard. How can you say you've never met Clara Mass? That's ridiculous. Don't mess with me. I'll have you know I graduated top of my class in the Navy SEALs and have been involved in numerous secret raids on... I can't, sorry, I can't say that seriously. Oh, spare me. There's gotta be some way to beat him. It's like he totally believes his own lies. Wow, that must make him pretty resolute in those face-offs. There must be some way. Some way. Some way. Me and I'm the top sniper in the entire US Armed Forces. You're nothing to me but another.
Objection!
That's it. What? What's it? What is it? You can object to his inconsistencies. Okay, give it a try. Nina has gazed into the heart of the drift and learned a special ability, Objection. Special abilities use up PP, you get 1 PP each time you draw in a clash, and you can choose to use them from the clash menu. Objection allows Nina to go again if she loses a face-off. Some opponents might not be so confident after Nina objects to them, so give it a try. Alright, special. Objection. I'm just gonna bang that. Oops. Right, so it's special, objection, delete. No, not special, actually, yeah, special press. Let's go. Let's have both active.
Objection! Hold it!
Come on, come on, come on! Let's get me ahead of that tank! Not only am I extensively trained in unarmed combat, but I have access to the entire arsenal of the United. Yeah. You're not even in the army. I'm too. Don't be ridiculous. No! I have over 300 confirmed kills. But you've never killed a single soul. In wartime or otherwise. Faker. Come on, I need to get back in front of him. Come on! No! Not so, because he's good at those. Yeah. Do I have enough time to get back ahead of him? The storm that wipes out. Save it. Okay. Yeah, I've got one more corner before the last straight. I can get just ahead of him again. Maybe. I believe in myself.
Objection.
Great. Come on, come on, come on, come on, Nina! Cutting it fine, cutting it fine! Cutting it very fine! No, I shouldn't be using rage. Belief. No! No, 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 no. Ah. No. I messed it up at the end there, huh? I lost. I expected better. We've got to beat him if we're going to find out about what's going on. He must have some weakness. Maybe Ren knows something. Ooh, maybe Ren does know something. Shall we see what Ren has to say? Hi, Ren. These guys are tough. Who are you finding it hard to beat? King of Clubs. He's a bit of an enigma. I recommend hanging in there and making good use of your skills. He puts up a stern face, but I think once you break him, he's going to struggle for the rest of the race. Okay. Remember, if you're finding it hard to win, you can change the race mode by using Nina's car in the parking lot. If you select cinematic mode, Nina will always win races. There's no penalty for playing this way. The game's story will work out exactly the same. Well, I'm gonna try once more on regular. I don't need to read these lines out now because we did these already. Second try. This is Rolling Thunder.
Objection! Objection!
try and get this all in one. There we go. Come on, Nina.
Objection!
I think we got this time. I shouldn't have said that. I might have jinxed myself. Technique. Smolder. Black. Black. Black.
Objection!
Get a press in there. And to the last straight. I hope you can't come back from that. Nope. That way around. We did it! I like that I can cheer now. Where did you even get a decommissioned tank? Army surplus? Same place I got all my stuff. You're not really a lieutenant after all. More of a method actor. It's a hobby. Well, that explains that. How do you know Clara? I did her taxes. You're an accountant? That's right. It might violate confidentiality, but... I know you could subpoena the data, so I'll just tell you there's nothing you would care about. Clara was independently wealthy and all above board. Her biggest concern was about the sponsorship situation. She wanted to remain Joker for at least another season so she could refuse it. Very important to her, though I don't quite understand why. Thanks, Wolf. She was a good leader. I shall miss her. Hey, Nina, do you hear that? What? Sounds like cars. Vroom. Hey, the Hats are here. What was my Ryoko voice again? Back again? I'm here, aren't I? You must be quaking in your boots. I heard that stuffy prosecutor came up here and strung down Trade to testify. What use is his testimony? You just seriously think I'm going to answer your questions? Well, it'd be a lot easier if you did, if I'm being honest. I'm pleased to disappoint you. Then I'll race you for the answers I need. Yeah, right. Kirk, Svetlana. Show Ms. Aquila what real it means. Is that the right way around this? Show Ms. Aquila shouldn't it be what it really means? I'm gonna go with that. Show Ms. Aquila what it really means to be a real no, that Nope, that doesn't work with the real on the end of that. I'm going to read it how it's written. Show Miss Aquila what real it means to be a real I can't pronounce it. Togejanken racer. Alright. Go hide in your car, Ryoko. I'm coming for you sooner rather than later. I guess I need to start from the Jack. I guess you're the Jack of Hearts. Did you talk to Clara on the night of the Ace race? I have nothing to say about races. Wait, races? Wasn't there only one race? The Ace race? No more words. Ryoko has tasked me. I must break you. Let's race. Let's go. Alright. Jack of Hearts, let's go. Technique. No. Rage? Yes. Smolder. More smolder. More smolder. Pushing my luck. Pushing my luck more? Yeah! Tell me what you meant. Was there really more than one race? Niet. I will defeat you. No. Ah. Oh, I got a draw. That means I will not disappoint Ryoko. Ryoko's grieving, can't you see that?
Objection!
Ah, it's fine because I still had enough to win the corner.
Hold it!
Oh no. She's making up ground. I am not such an easy target. I'm really sorry about my accent. It's leading me to that accent, and I'm not great at it. No! Ha! Control around this corner. This is fine. This is fine. That means I keep my lead. I need to build some more space. Got my little bit of space, but that's less space than I want for this final straight. Come on, come on. Come on, Nina, let's go. Nina, let's go. We did it. Ryoko said you did not have the heart of Reza. I no longer believe her. Thanks, it means a lot. But I want to ask, before we raced you said something about there being races on the evening that Clara died. What did you mean? On night Clara died, I arrived at mountain around 7:15. That was quite early, right? Da. I am first to arrive on that evening. I came early for hot dog truck. The hot dogs are amazing. Have you tried them yet? No. I keep meaning, but Terry keeps selling out. The races, Svetlana. Tell me about the races. When I arrive at 7:15, I see no other cars here at parking lot. But I hear racing, going on further down mountain. I hear 2 cars, performance vehicles, engines, tire squeals. You're sure it was 2 cars? I am certain. There was a race going on at around 7:15. Gained item, earlier race. Ooh, ooh. This could be the break we need. Another race, a secret race. Secret race. Secret. Did you tell the police about this? Da. But story of cars several hours before race. They didn't think it was notable? Yet. This doesn't make sense. Are you saying I am liar? No, that, I'm really sorry about my accent. Oh no. No. Just there was someone waiting further down the track not long after 6. You're talking about the photographer, Marco West? Yeah, but if it was a secret race, he wouldn't have known about it because he was listening to music, right? And he was using a radio to find out when things were happening. So I guess if it was a secret race, there wouldn't be a radio thing. And therefore, Mr. Photographer wouldn't know about it. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. He said no one passed him all evening. So if there was another race, where did those cars go? And who was racing? I mean, it could be totally unrelated. Maybe, but maybe not. Apologies, but I have no answers for you. I only know what I heard. That's fine, Svetlana. Anything unusual about that evening could be useful. You have strong racer's heart. It served you well. Good luck against King of Hearts. Ooh, yes, because we can't go Jack, Queen, King this time because someone is a coward. Are you the King of Hearts? What do you care? I'm trying to find out more about the night that Clara... You're trying to let Hank get away with murder. Whoa, this guy goes from 0 to 60 in no time at all. Wait. Isn't Hank your leader? Your ace? So? Yoko's told me all about it. We don't know how, but those aces did something and now Clara's dead. Clara and I may not have been teammates, but I respected her. Then it sounds like I really need to be talking to Ryoko. She doesn't want to talk to you in case you hadn't noticed. Then maybe if I race you, I can convince her. Oh, this is going to be brutal. Let's go! Hey, lawyer. That was the old guy. Okay. Oh, it's you. Jasper Frank, right? That's right. How's your investigation going? We're still trying to build up a picture of what Clara was doing on the night she died. Right now, we're trying to gather together anything unusual anyone saw, no matter how innocuous it might have seemed. Try to park straighter next time. You came over here just to say that? I don't believe that for a second. Mr. Frank? If you have something to say, you should. People's lives are at stake. You're about to race Kirk, right? That's right. Can you win? I don't know. I just wish my car was faster. But Ren keeps saying it doesn't matter. Smart guy, that Ren. Sometimes, though, what you need isn't more speed. It's to lose less speed when you normally slow down. And how do I do that? You multitask and kinda wing it. I hear you're good at that. If you say so. Racing isn't about engines or horsepower. It's about truth. Good luck, lawyer. I got stuff to find out. He's got information. He's got information. Just gotta beat the King of Hearts. Who is going to take an early lead? But that's fine. That's fine. I got the whole track to get back ahead of him. What a joke. I'll make you eat those words. This is too easy. What's wrong, Nina? This isn't good. He just seems unbeatable. He does rather seem that, doesn't he? Ready to give up? You'll never catch me. I just want to draw so I can use my stuff. Why are you blindly believing Ryoko? Can't you see how distraught she is? Shut up! Surely you've noticed how she suddenly seems, I don't know, vicious? Stop it. Seriously? La la la, not listening! Don't be a fool. I don't... Think you got through to him? Well, let's find out. Seems like maybe I shook him. Let's begin our counterattack. Why'd you even come out tonight? You'll never catch me. Nina, he's way ahead. I know. What do I do? I don't know, but you've got to think of something. If only I didn't have to slow down. Slow down. Multitask. If I tap both the gas and the brake, maybe I can... Okay, Jasper. Let's see if this works. Ooh, that was cool. That was a little cool bit of art there with the feet. What the? Not so uncatchable after all, eh, Kirk? How did you gain so much ground? That's impossible! You've rattled him, Nina. Go for it. Nina has gazed into the heart of the drift and learned a special ability, heel-toe brake shift. Special abilities use PP, you get 1 PP each time you draw in a clash, and you can choose to use them from the clash menu. The heel-toe brake shift gives Nina a boost the next time she wins a corner. Use this to catch opponents who can get far ahead. Give it a try. Nina is a JoJo character. If Nina was a JoJo character, what would her stand be? Special heel-toe brake shift. Not so unbeatable now, are you, King? Let's use that again. I'm gonna use it to let me get far ahead. This race is mine, King. You ain't got nothing on me. Last straight. There we go. Yeah. You. I'm sorry. What was that? I said I'm sorry. One more time. Don't push it. Useless! Both of you! Nina? Get over here so I can beat you. Then you can go home, and tomorrow we'll see the Aces exposed as a trio of murderers. Alright, Ryoko. You're finally gonna face me? You're gonna face me? You honestly think you can beat me? Let's go. Alright. Let's go, Ryoko. I believe I can beat you. Getting a sense of deja vu. There's still plenty of race to go, Ryoko. Oh, I know. And I'm going to enjoy watching you in my rearview mirror. Ooh, we got to draw. Shall I use that to... Yes. Whoops. Right. Okay, now I've got the break shift lined up. This is fine. This is fine. Because now I use that draw. Let's make a press.
Hold it.
Oh! That didn't work. Well, at least it didn't work nearly so well as other times. I'm gonna bang that. Maybe I shouldn't have banged. Come on. No! She's ahead again. I need a win here! She's getting a bit out there!
Hold it.
Man, she doesn't get nearly as rattled as some of the others, huh? Right, I should catch up with a fair chunk because I had this ready. But I need to do that again. In front. That should catch me almost up. Getting there, getting there, getting there. Ooh, this is gonna be close. One more corner in the straight left, so 2 more opportunities. We can't let her get further ahead. We just can't. Come on, come on, come on. Ooh, it's close, 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 close. I don't like how close this is. What the? Surprised? How could a beginner like you? I looked inward. Introspection, Ryoko. Heard of it? You were right. I'm not a good Anya Miller. But I'm a great Nina Aquila. If only you and the Aces sully Clara's legacy. Clara Mess is dead, Ryoko. I hate to be so blunt about it, but throwing the Aces in jail won't bring her back. I know that. Do you? Yes. Are you certain? Because I'm not so sure. It's like the final battle where the protagonist's theme song, no, the theme song of the anime comes on, right? Theme song time! As we win the race! Yeah! Whew! Ryoko, please. I don't want to hear... Damn it, Ryoko, listen to me. Nina. Nope, this has gone on long enough. Ryoko, seriously now. Do you really think that the Aces are directly responsible for Clara's death? I don't know. Be honest with yourself. Oh, no. Oh, Ryoko. You poor thing. It just needed to be anyone's fault. I still can't believe she's gone. The last time we spoke, I had no idea. It's okay. No, I need to tell someone or it feels like my head's gonna explode. We had a fight. I thought we'd make up later like we always did. But there was no later. When did you last talk to her? At lunch. We went out for food and she got a text message on her phone. It looked like it bothered her, so I asked her who it was. But she wouldn't say. She said it was team business, which led to us arguing again over the sponsorship deal. We said things to each other, and I stormed off. I wonder if she hated me at the end. If it makes any difference, Ryoko. I know perfectly well you wouldn't put up with anyone so petty. Just looking at how you acted, I suspect she cared deeply for you. Thanks, Nina. Oh god, I've been so horrible to you over the last few days. How can I make it up to you? The only thing I'd ask Ryoko is this. Do you know what Clara did between leaving you at lunch and arriving at the mountain for the ace race? No, I've no idea. Damn. Then we're in trouble, right? It looks like it. What's wrong? It was a long shot, but as you were close to Clara, we were banking on you knowing something that might have helped us. Do you have anything that could exonerate the Aces? Did Clara ever say she was worried for her life, or maybe did she give you anything personal? No, nothing like that. We've only been dating for about 3 months. I don't even have any really good photos of just the two of us, apart from some smartphone snaps. You don't have anything of hers? Anything at all? Well, I have one thing. What? A few weeks ago, Clara gave me a spare set of keys to her car. A spare set of car keys? Yeah, it was for safekeeping. Don't tell anyone. What? Why? Sharing keys is kind of a no-no on the Spire. It's some old tradition. Can we take them? I can give them back to you after the trial if you come to my office. Okay, but why? Right now? No idea. But sometimes the smallest thing can make a big difference. Gained item, Clara's spare keys. Ooh. Are these going to be important? I bet they're going to be important. Good luck tomorrow, okay? We're gonna need it. All of this for some vague knowledge of Clara's movements. Oh, and a set of keys. That's not enough. Nowhere near enough. Hey Nina, look! There's no line over at Terry's. Let's get some hot dogs. Ah, yeah, I'm kind of hungry. Ah, yeah, hot dogs. Hot dogs. Nina, D-bro. Hey, Terry. Hey. You're in luck. I got my last 2 hot dogs with your name on them. Awesome. You want onions? Mustard? It works for me. Just mustard on mine. Here you go. Wow. These are amazing. Honestly, it seems weird to say, but these hot dogs are incredible. What's your secret? Secret? Is it the mustard? I think it's the onions. Is it the onions? Nope. Okay, I'll tell you. Ooh, leaning in close, sharing a secret. They're vegan. Seriously? There's no meat in them? Not a bit. Since when are you vegan, T-bro? I'm not. There was, a bit of a mix-up when I ordered my shipment. But I guess I kind of figured, like, how much meat is in real hot dogs? I guess. People love them, though. No one has even asked about it. They are totally indistinguishable from the real thing. Imposter hot dogs, huh? Now I've seen everything. I mean, I prefer the term artificial, but I suppose so. Imposter hot dogs. Indistinguishable. I think Nina has an idea. I think Nina has an idea. A plan. She's figured something out. Gained item, imposter hot dogs. That means we're probably going to use that. Imposter hot dogs. You okay, Nina? I'm fine, just thinking aloud. Well, now that's done, I'm gonna close up for the night. You guys headed back to Fletcher City? Yeah, but I think we're done here. We're gonna head back to the office. Safe trip home. He really went in and shut his door. Well, that's... I guess we've got all we're getting. What do you want to do? Go to Fletcher City. Back to the office and get ready for the trial day tomorrow. Trial day tomorrow. Aquila Defense and Law Officers, January 10th, 11:51 p.m. Nina? Hey, Nina. Yeah? You couldn't sleep either, huh? Not a chance. You think the Aces are going to be found guilty? I'm trying to be optimistic. But it's like we talked about just this morning. While Chad couldn't prove murder, the Aces were still involved in a dangerous illegal activity. I don't think we can dispel Chad's charge of manslaughter by reckless endangerment. We have so much evidence, but none of it fits together, right? I was thinking about that too. I guess we should both try to get some sleep. For real this time. I'm gonna grab a glass of water. I just don't... Thump, thump, thump. What the... Dylan, is that you? You say something, Nina? Yeah, I thought I heard. You want me to get that? Yes! Oops. Nina, get dressed. Who is it? That guy from up at the spire. Oh yeah, he said he had something for us, then he didn't talk to us. Ooh, Mr. Janitor, what have you got for us? Ooh. Can you narrow it down? Get dressed. Jasper Frank. Aquila, was it? Nina Aquila? That's right. You here to find me for littering? Don't give me that. Custodian's as much job as anything else, including being a lawyer. Then why are you here? I said I wouldn't get involved again with the Rostro races. Again? But if those aces are found guilty tomorrow, with Clara gone, and those teams at each other's throats, it could be the end of Toge Janken racing. Whoa. Wouldn't that be good for you? What do you mean? Don't the races create a lot of work for you, custodian-wise? Don't mistake my distance from the races for indifference. I've watched them for years. I've seen aces and jokers come and go. But it's strange. What is? I've never seen the bonds between them grow so tenuous. Losing Clara at this very time is like someone pulled a keystone out of a carefully built house. Take any other stone at any other time and the rest of the house stays standing. But pull out the keystone and the whole thing comes tumbling down. Now that he said that, it does seem almost surgical. Anyway, before I left tonight, I ran into that Ryoko girl. She said you were looking for anything strange from the night that Clara died. Anything at all. That's right. Well, there was something strange. It happened when I was on my way up the mountain in my truck. I reached down to change my radio station, and at that moment, I saw headlights in my rearview mirror. Before I could look up, I was passed by a car. It was fast and managed to round a corner ahead of me before I got a really good look at it. Okay, what's strange about that? I'm getting to that. I looked up, and at that moment, another car passed me. And suddenly I had the strangest feeling. Deja vu. Deja vu. Like you've just been in this place before. That's the one. It was so powerful that I was worried I'd hallucinated amid the falling snow. I had to stop the truck and make sure I was awake. Gained item? Deja vu. So, what? Are you saying that... It was like the exact same car passed me twice? How's that possible? You tell me, you're the lawyer. When was this? Getting towards 7 p.m. I know it's a small thing, but you did say anything. I did. Thanks, Mr. Frank. But why didn't you tell me this before? I didn't know you. You still don't really know me. Maybe not. But I saw your truth in the heart of the drift. I knew that you would listen, even if it sounded ridiculous. And I think Clara would have wanted me to tell you. How did you know her? I didn't, really. It's more that she knew me. I've no idea how, but she knew my name before I even spoke to her. That woman's contacts extended far and wide. I think she was more powerful than she herself realized. Believe me, that's an unusual feeling for someone like me. I'm a bit of a hermit. Now that'll pass into the ether. Maybe that's for the best. Well, that's it. Mr. Frank, I have one other question that maybe you can answer. The roster of races are being torn apart by this sponsorship issue. Who's the sponsor? Do you know? Sorry, but no. I don't know who they are. But I know some things. Clara knew. And as soon as she found out, she wanted nothing to do with it. High society stuff. As for me, I think I'm done here. I have family in Florida who've been asking me to move down there for years. I think now's the time. Good luck, Miss Aquila. To us both. I'll see you out. Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself, Jasper. Deja vu, huh? Sleepy time. Savey time. Aquila Defense and Law Officers, January 11th, 8:26 a.m. Nina? What's up? What's up? Surely you know what's up. How do you do it? What? Go to court with a straight face when things are so bleak. Practice. Besides, during Terry's trial, you always seemed like Mr. Optimism. What's wrong? That was different. Deep down, I knew that T-Bro wasn't guilty. And even if it was hopeless, I wanted him to see that I still believed that. Then you've got the right idea. I have? Dylan, being a defense attorney isn't about winning and losing. It's about being there for your client. And sometimes that's even more important when they're going to be found guilty. Or when they're truly alone. So, are you good to go? Can you do this? I think so. You're gonna have to do better than that. You ready for court? Good to go, boss. Let's get to the courthouse. Alright. Here we go. If anyone has any last-minute theories about how this happened, now's the time. District Courthouse, Courtroom C, January 11th, 8:54 a.m. Deep breaths, Nina. No matter what happens today, you're going to be there for your clients. Just like Anya always taught you. Dylan needs you to hold it together too, just as much as your clients. Let's do this with dignity. No. No, I still don't think that's the right word. The right the right sense. Ah. What is it? I forgot to call Ren. It's okay, I took care of it. You did? I tried to call him while you were in the shower, but he didn't answer. Did you try him again? You were in the shower for your customary half hour with that hair of yours. What do you think? No answer, huh? You think the butler did it, Kevin? We don't have... Oh, no, not Kevin. But Ethan! Ethan! This is your game, no theorizing. I was not looking at who said that. We don't have a butler here! I don't know, actually I don't know what several of these people's day jobs are. I don't think we had a butler. I don't think. Nada. You think he was worried about the way the wind was... Ugh! Tongue! No! Don't fail me now! You think he was worried about the way the wind was... Ah! Third time's the charm. You think he was worried about the way the wind was blowing? Maybe. It's not easy seeing your friends get sentenced. I have no idea. Thanks to you. Third time lucky, Miss Aquila. Chad. I must say you're a consummate professional. Why'd you say that? Because I know you've got nothing. That's not my Chad voice. That's not my Chad voice. Stop. No promotional lighters, no dragon summoning cards. Even Anya Miller would concede in your position. Then my clients are fortunate that I'm not Anya Miller. Well... Good one, Nina. So you do have a plan? What? No! I just didn't want it to be too easy for him. Please be seated. We are here to observe the third day of? Should there be an of in there? We are here to observe the third day of the trial of 3 defendants. Keisuke Akagi, also known as the Ace of Diamonds. Hank Castle, also known as the Ace of Hearts. And Jocelyn Monfiore, also known as the Ace of Clubs. These individuals were involved in actions which led to the death of Clara Mess, a wealthy socialite, also known as the Ace of Spades. At the first trial day, it was agreed that the prosecution would yield the charge of murder in the first degree, i.e. the defenders do not stand accused of premeditated murder. However, they remain accused of several offences, namely murder by reckless endangerment, involuntary manslaughter, as well as murder in the second degree. At the second trial day, we addressed the possible motives of the defendants. While compelling, those motives were each somewhat flawed compared to the obvious friendship shared by the defendants and the deceased. Neither the prosecution nor the defence have presented compelling arguments about what happened during the actual race, and the bench has suggested both sides seek more expertise in matters of this Toge Janken racing. Mr. Hawke, Miss Aquila, have you attempted to do this? I have, Your Honor. No, that's not my Chad voice. Where's my Chad voice again? I have, Your Honor. As have we. Chad has Trey. But what could Trey possibly know to make him so confident? Very well. Be aware, in accordance with the 3-day statute, I am compelled to render a verdict at the end of this trial day. Mr. Hawke, please restate the prosecution's case. Of course. Your Honour, the prosecution's perspective has not changed. Clara Mass is dead. The precise events of her death are, as we have established, not entirely certain. Direct evidence in this case does not seem to be forthcoming. Our only alternative is to turn to outside expertise, as the court has suggested, to try to break the deadlock. It is still the prosecution's belief that the Aces are guilty on multiple charges, and we will clarify this by expert witness testimony. Thank you, Mr. Hawke. Bailiff, please bring in the defendants. The three of you are aware of the charges maintained by the prosecution. How do you plead? Not guilty, Your Honour. Not guilty, Your Honour. Not guilty, Your Honour. I suppose it's a little expediency was way too much to hope for. Mr. Castle, Mr. Akage, Miss Montfiore, the court recognises your plea. Prosecution, bring forth your first witness. We already know that Chad's going to bring out Trey. I'm not sure what he's going to say, but I bet it's compelling. Meanwhile, our knowledge of Clara's movements on that evening is a bit of a jumble. Our only hope, if there is any hope, is to assemble that jumble into something more cohesive. It seems impossible, but let's not give up quite yet. The prosecution calls Trey Gearson to the stand. Bloop, bloop. Oh me, oh my. Mr. Hawke, is this the correct witness? Well, yes. Your note stated he was a mechanic. Uh-oh. Is there a problem, Your Honour? No, that's not my Trey. What was my Trey voice? Is there a problem, Your Honour? No? Ah! Oh, no! Cougar much. Calming breaths. Oh, no problem. Just I half expected you to be, well, a movie star. He's a bishy for sure. Starting to think it's been a while for Judge Tawny. Your Honour, I am here for a reason. May we continue? Oh my. Of course. Please state your identity for the court record. Your Honour, I am Trey Gearson, master mechanic and current king of spades. But as for my profession, I am the owner of a series of auto repair shops in the Fudge City area, Gearson & Co. I am both the owner and practicing manager of the business, having trained every member of staff. Wow, he's not kidding when he says he's a master mechanic. However, more importantly, Clara and I were close friends. I see. We had known each other for several years and had a great deal of respect for each other's skills. Nostra races are in the midst of internal disagreement that affects the future of mountain racing. Clara was central to this disagreement, but she practiced her racing skills daily, honing them to a new height of perfection. Your Honour, if I may... I feel the witness has established his identity, but this further pontification is unnecessary. We're all aware of Clara's exceptional skills. On the contrary, Clara Mass's exceptional skills are of great interest to the court. Mr. Gearson, please inform the court of what you told me yesterday. It is of my expert opinion that Clara Mass was the preeminent Toge Janken racer. It would therefore be unconscionable, at least in my eyes, that she could die by simple accident or driving-based mishap. So, if I am to understand your meaning, Mr. Gearson, Clara Mess could only have crashed if she was somehow forced into doing so. Forced into a crash? That would mean...
Objection!
Impossible! We've already established that there is zero evidence that any of the aces shunted Clara's car off the road.
Objection!
Perhaps, Mr. Gearson. Mr. Hawke and I discussed this. Even if none of the aces collided with Clara's car, there are many ways to coerce a driver into having an accident that do not involve a collision. This is bullshit! Should I have bleeped that? Nah. Hank. You know it as well as I do, Keisuke. It's racing. Putting pressure on each other is what we do. Mr. Castle, control yourself. I'm sure Hank means well, but he rather eloquently proves my point. Clara was skilled, but still human. While she would never have made a simple error in controlled conditions, this was a high-pressure race, where she was pushed, metaphorically speaking, into making a mistake. A mistake that caused her death.
Objection!
This is all hearsay and conjecture. Surely this is inadmissible.
Objection!
He is an expert witness. But he can't just make stuff up. Mr. Gearson's remarks are well qualified by his expertise and close knowledge of the deceased. That these matters are inconvenient for you, Miss Aquila, does not inherently make them untrue. Miss Aquila raises a good point. Given the circumstances of this case, the court will allow Mr. Gearson to testify on this topic, with the express understanding that his remarks are purely his expert. Nope. Opinion doesn't begin with a C. Expert opinion. I guess that'll have to do. Thank you, Your Honour. Mr. Gearson, are you prepared to make a formal statement on this matter? I am, Your Honour. Witness statement. Clara's skill was extraordinary and absolutely consistent. She had spent years honing her talents. It may be that none of the other aces struck her car or shunted her, but there are numerous other ways to cause a crash. Very well, Miss Aquila, you may begin your cross-examination. Of course, Your Honour. Gotta hand it to Chad, he almost has me convinced. Let's see what we can do. Cross-examination. Alright, press all the things.
Hold it.
Absolutely consistent. Yes. I have never seen Clara make a single error. The smoothness of her cornering was the stuff of legend. Most racers at some point are known to scratch their paint or dent their front or rear wings when drifting. Not Clara. I examined her car, every bolt and weld, every single race, and there was never a scratch on it. Clara's car was damaged when we arrived at the scene of the accident. Now that could have been from the crash, I guess.
Hold it.
You've known her that long? Only a couple of years, but I've heard the stories from before that. I have no reason to doubt them. It's hearsay, but it feels almost pointless to object. Connie is aware that this is just his opinion. I don't like it, but we'll have to go along with it.
Hold it.
So you admit that none of the aces collided with Clara's car? I admit that, yes. The evidence that Mr. Hawke has shown me appears quite conclusive. That doesn't mean they're not responsible, though, because...
Hold it.
Like what? A banana skin on the road? A blue shell? It's possible that a near miss or an aggressive overtake gone wrong. These are the sorts of things that can lead to a crash. Racing is a high-pressure activity. We've already established that everyone on the course had a compelling reason to win. They may have just allowed their tempers to flare, and that caused them to push things too hard. We know that Clara was behind, then ducked her headlights and made her way to the front of the pack. And I guess it's possible that the other racers, maybe without thinking, made a tactical move to block her, and that caused the accident. Does that really make sense, though? It just seems too much like a post-rationalization. Your Honour, the prosecution believes that this charade has persisted long enough. Perhaps. Miss Aquila. Yes, Your Honour? I appreciate your desire to follow all leads and do the right thing for your clients. However, this court cannot tolerate drawing out proceedings without good cause. Do you have a clear reason why we should continue to examine this case? Your Honour, if I... Miss Aquila? It's okay. Really? We all knew the risks when we started racing. And we all share the responsibility for Clara's death. Even if we don't know exactly how it happened. I don't like it. But I guess I have to agree with Keisuke and Jocelyn. Surely... Is this it? Is there nothing else? Just like Anya taught you. When to hold 'em, and when to fold 'em. Your Honour? The defense rests... Wait! Yes! I guessed the character right. Woo. If that had been Ryoko, I would have been so embarrassed. Phew! I had a small experiment. What is the meaning of this? Your Honour, you might recognise my expert witness Stan Renson from the last 2 court days. As you can see, he has arrived late. Ren, seriously? May I request a short recess? Surely not! Mr. Hawk, be reasonable. The court will grant you a short pause to brief your expert, no more. Thanks, Your Honour. Nina, it's wrong. All of it. Ren, I know it's hard to see your friend's about to be sentenced, but... What? No, no. Not that. This. I checked it and it wasn't right, so I looked into a second opinion. Ren, calm down. Yeah, man. You're doing 120 and we need about 40. Okay, okay. We thought that waylaid wheel was Clara's because it matched her rims and tires. But it isn't. What? How? The wear on the tire is all wrong. Clara's car was missing its front driver's side wheel. But this is definitely a rear wheel. You're sure? Positive. But why does that matter? Doesn't that mean the wheel could have come from anywhere? I thought about that. But these tires and rims, this combination is used by many of us roster racers, and practically no one else. They're a special racing compound and lightweight rims. No normal driver would use them. Even so, couldn't these have come from any other racer? I thought so too, and it would be hard to prove otherwise. But I had an idea. What? The reason why I got here late. I wanted to prove it was too big a coincidence to simply ignore. I had to perform an experiment. You know I told you that the place you found the tire was at the bottom of a dip in the course? Like the accident scene was uphill from where you found it? Yeah? I remember that. This tire is punctured, meaning someone probably removed it from the roadside. So I drove up to the scene, put the tire on the road, and let go of it. Due to the slope, it started rolling, and came to rest almost exactly where you found it. Whoa! And here's the kicker. As part of reducing the weight of their cars, Street races don't carry spare wheels. Then that suggests... Miss Aquila, proceedings must resume. Damn it, I need more time! What to do? Struggling to flip your assumptions? Mr. Hawk, how do I buy more... Wait. Could you please remind me of the list of charges that the prosecution has put before the court? The charges? Why? I wanted to be sure about them before the defense rests. And I know that your notes are more organized than mine. Nina, what are you... Shh! Very well. Nope, that's not a Chad voice at all. Whoops. The prosecution levels the charges of... Okay, that'll keep Chad talking for a minute or so. While I get to think. Clara was found in her car, which had 3 wheels. The driver's side front wheel was missing. Now we found this mysterious wheel, and Ren's experiment suggests it came from the accident site. But this isn't the missing wheel from Clara's car. This must have come from somewhere else. Where did it come from? It was planted there, it came from a different car, or it's been there for weeks. I think it came from a different car. What was it Chad said back at the Great Wave? No, your style is more improvisational. So let's improvise. Which concludes our list of charges. There, are you satisfied? Not remotely. Your Honor, as you yourself have said, this case is currently made more complex by the fact we do not have a clear understanding of how the accident took place. No one does. On the contrary, the defense wishes to propose an outline of what happened, drawing upon evidence. You know what happened? How is that possible? Did they already... What conditioner does she use? Order! Wait, you know what happened? Hell no! I'm kind of playing speed chess here. You sure about this? It's what I do. Miss Aquila, just explain yourself at once. Your Honor, my associate has shed new light on a piece of evidence. This mysterious wheel, which was found further up the course from the accident scene.
Objection!
So, we're all aware that Clara's car was missing a wheel.
Objection.
This is not that wheel. What? Nope, Chad boy. What? Clara's car was missing the front driver's side wheel. But my associate said the wear pattern reveals this to be a rear wheel. Mere conjecture. To echo your earlier point, Chad. He's an expert witness. That these matters are inconvenient for you. If I could bottle this feeling and sell it, I'd be a billionaire.
Objection!
But how can you possibly prove that this has any bearing on Clara's accident?
Objection.
When placed on the ground at the site of the accident and left to roll, this wheel rolls right back to where we discovered it on the course. Surely even you can admit this is simply too large of a No, the simply is in the wrong is further down the sentence. Try that one again. Surely you can admit that this is too large a coincidence to simply ignore. So then, where is Clara's car's actual wheel? Oh, we'll get to that. That makes me sound smart. Really, I don't know. But maybe by the time we get there, I'll have figured it out. But for the moment, consider this. For us to find a wheel that does not belong to Clara's car, this must have come from a different car. An additional car that was somehow involved. Order in the court! Miss Aquila raises a good point. If another car, and by extension another driver, was involved in the events of Clara's death, this would have a great bearing on the case. Mr. Hawk, can you account for this? I'm impressed, Aquila. Uh-oh. But tell me this. Let's say for a moment there was an additional car. Where did it go? The accused aces didn't mention another car in their statements. The photographer didn't see another car all evening. No other car is seen in the photo of the aces at the crime scene. So riddle me this. When did this mystery wheel come to rest upon the track? Ah. I know something you don't know, child. I know something you don't know, la-dee-dee-da-day. Before the race. Isn't that obvious? It must have been before the race. Ha! You're reaching. I've yet to see any evidence that suggests there was anything significant going on up at the mountain prior to the events of Clara's death. This is a fair observation. Miss Aquila, do you have any evidence that any related events took place before the ace race? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Hey, if Chad gets to be smug, so do I. Right. Where's my evidence? My evidence. Earlier race. There it is. Bloop. Your Honor. Last night, one of the rostro racers spoke to us up at the Rostro Vista. They said that when they arrived at the mountain several hours before the ace race, they could hear the sounds of another race going on further down the track.
Objection!
Perhaps, but how is this relevant to the events involving Clara? I'm getting to that. How is this earlier race relevant to the events involving Clara? There's Clara left. Early. Let's see if we can keep building this picture of Clara's movements. She went there early, where there was an earlier race. Your Honour, it is the defence's understanding that Clara Mass left her home early that evening, and was involved in something that prevented her from answering her phone despite others trying to reach her. So it's possible Clara was present at the mountain earlier, perhaps even taking part in this earlier race. Yeah, maybe she was. Not good. Let's say she was in this earlier race. In fact, why not? The prosecution concedes that she could have been in this earlier race. Man, Chad's so smug. However, that has zero bearing on later events. But perhaps there was a race and Clara was in it. Maybe someone lost a wheel. Perhaps the other car was picked up by aliens flying low over the mountains. None of this matters. He's right. Even if we had cast iron proof that Clara took place in the earlier race. Nope, no place was not the word there. Even if we had cast iron proof that Clara took part in the earlier race, how would that exonerate the aces? There must be some way that this becomes relevant. Think, Nina! This point seems to be running to its logical conclusion, Miss Aquila. A moment, please, Your Honour. Okay. No pressure, but we've got about 30 seconds to figure out how that earlier race connects to later events, or this is going to end here and now. Then let's walk through it. I guess we're taking it as a given that Clara took place... Why do I keep wanting to say place when it says part? I guess we're taking it as a given that Clara took part in the earlier race. Yeah, we've got to assume that. Clara got up to the mountain earlier than everyone thought. She wasn't alone, she raced with another car. T-Bro was up there setting up, but he was probably really busy. And his truck doesn't face the road, so he could have missed it. And not long after Clara and the other car set off, Svetlana, the Jack of Hearts, arrived at the top of the mountain. She heard the sound of two cars racing, Clara's car, and a mystery car. But who won? I'm not sure that really matters. I guess we don't know. I mean, did they even finish the race? Yeah, I don't think they finished the race. I don't think they finished the race. Someone lost a wheel, right? I can't help but feel that if the earlier race had finished, someone would have seen that happen. And that someone would have been the photographer. The photographer's name was Marco? Marco. Of course. If they'd finished, Marco West would have seen them do it. He said that he was camped out at the track for the whole evening. So we know they started racing but didn't finish. That means they must have stopped before the end of their race. And someone exchanged a tyre. Right. Wait, come again? Think about it. Ren says that street races don't carry spare tyres, right? So that means that between the two cars on the course there are 8 wheels, i.e. 4 wheels each. We have one of those wheels, and it's from the mystery car. But Clara's car is also missing a wheel. But, and this is the kicker, Clara's car, when we saw it, had 3 wheels still on it. But the mystery car was gone. It's simple algebra. If the mystery car drove off, then it must have had 4 functioning tyres. Right. The driver of the mystery car must have replaced the faulty wheel that we have with one of Clara's. And presumably the one we have rolled off and was lost in the darkness before they could grab it. But why did all this even happen? I suppose it's simple. Why do you ever change a tyre by the side of the road in the middle of winter? Clara hated that wheel. Oh, that's a fun answer. They exchanged tyres in friendship. Doubt. Accident. They must have had an accident. It's the only thing that explains both that the race didn't finish and why they would exchange tyres. But we know that Clara must have driven back up, maybe by the side road, to get to the ace race. So Clara just drove away in the one working car, leaving the other car stranded? That doesn't seem like her. And if the mystery car was left stranded near where Clara's crash would like to take place, then where did it go? Get the feeling we're circling something very important here. Right. Right. If there was an accident, but there's only one busted up car. I wonder. Like, was that really Clara's car? We're not quite there yet. Think, Nina. The 2 cars are racing. There's an accident, and both cars stop before they reach where Marco West's car is camped out on the course. One of the cars is left with 3 functioning wheels, so it can't drive away. Clara's car turned up for the start of the ace race. And as we have one of the wheels, we know that one of the cars was left stranded. But the mystery car wasn't there later on. That makes it impossible for Clara to have just driven away. We know that the mystery car was not there when the ace race happened. Only Clara's crashed car containing her corpse. That could mean... I'm afraid I'll have to hurry you, Miss Aquila. That must mean... Clara ran back to the top. Clara never left the scene. Well, Clara repaired her car. Clara never left the scene. She was already dead when the ace race happened. Your Honor, the defense wishes to prevent? The defense wishes... No. Third try. The defense... The defense wishes to present a theory. Clara took part in the earlier race. There was an accident in which she was involved, and she never returned to the top of the mountain.
Objection.
Preposterous! She took part in the ace race. Can you prove that?
Objection.
I don't need to. There are over 30 eyewitnesses, including, if I might add, you.
Objection.
Did any of them speak to Clara? Any one of those witnesses? I didn't. My assistant didn't. Ryoko didn't either, but I'm trying not to out Clara, so let's not venture that bet.
Objection.
How would that possibly...
Objection.
All of us saw the same thing. A car with darkened windows. This is ridiculous. Of course Clara took part in the race. That's how she died. You're certain of that? Yes! Absolutely? Yes! Your Honor, the defense wishes for Mr. Gearson to make a statement concerning why he believes Clara took part in the ace race. You sure about this, Nina? Got to be. Because based on our reasoning, no matter how nonsensical it seems, it's impossible for Clara to have done both. Very well. Mr. Gearson, please make a statement about why you're certain that Clara took part in the ace race. Preposterous. Witness statement. You all saw Clara start the race. Clara had been working towards it for weeks. Besides, if Clara had been left on the track, someone would have seen her. I find this whole line of reasoning insulting to her memory. Well, fair, but it can't be true. Thank you, Mr. Gearson. Miss Aquila, please begin your cross-examination. Gladly, Your Honor. Cross-examination. Wrestle statements time.
Hold it.
Did you actually speak to Clara? Well, I know. If you remember, I wasn't there at the start of the race. I arrived at the mountain when it was partway through. You and I met in the hot dog line. From my understanding, no one actually spoke to Clara or saw her walking around. A car turned up for the race, but that's it. But for that to even make sense...
Hold it.
Only if someone actually drove down the track.
Objection.
The Aces drove down... No, that's not the chat voice. The Aces drove down the chat. Chat? No, chat is the wrong word. Track. The Aces drove down the track.
Objection.
And they found Clara. Even so, isn't it far-fetched to suggest that between this earlier race and the Ace race that no one found her? That's if this ridiculous theory that she was just left there is more than hogwash. Is it possible that Clara could have been stranded there and no one would have found her? Do we have any evidence which makes this likely?
Hold it.
Your Honor, while I appreciate that this is distressing for the witness, this point is unnecessary. We are trying to identify the facts of what happened. Agreed. Mr. Gearson, please keep your statements as factual as possible. There must be a way to bring more out of this. Do we have any evidence to refute those sorts of claims? I think we do, but we're doing our pressing. Someone would have seen her. That's the one I'm... yeah. That's the one I'm getting the evidence for. Someone would have seen her, huh? Darkened windows, hot dogs. Missing license. Disused? That might be our thing. Unless there's something about the snow. I don't see something about the snow. Rostro path disused. Pass, not path.
Objection!
Trey. Yes. No, sorry. No, the more haughty voice. Yes? You spend a lot of time up at the Rostro Spire area, correct? That's right. I'd say that I'm there most evenings. Do you drive down the Rostro Pass very much? All the time, for racing practice or in actual races? What about outside of races? Perhaps maybe to travel to Rotunda further to the north? Well, not really, no. The mountain road is treacherous, especially in winter. No one uses the Rostro Pass just for travel. Gotcha. Your Honour, as Mr. Gearson has admitted, and as the court is already aware, the Rostro Pass is disused. It was originally built to be a path to Rotunda in the north, but that role has now been replaced by a modern freeway bypass, which takes a tunnel for part of its route. We even know, due to Marco West's position on the track, that no other vehicles drove down it for the entire evening. Phone reception on the mountain is almost non-existent. Clara and her car really could have been stranded there undiscovered for several hours. Oops, I didn't get a crowd noiser. Hawk looks like he's about to have kittens. He's quick on the uptake. Part of me thinks we're stepping through an equation that he's just solved.
Order.
This is all utter nonsense. The car in the ace race with Clara's. How do you explain that? This is a fair observation. Do you feel this is important? Yeah, of course it's important. Yes, I believe it's important. And I'm also going to press it, because I can.
Hold it.
Again, how do you really know that? Dozens of people saw it! They saw a car, perhaps, but...
Objection.
Aquila, you're going to have to be better than that. You have to do better than that. What? The observers were people who are well versed in mountain road racing. It seems bizarre to even suggest that they would misidentify a car. Quite. Miss Aquila, if you're going to suggest that the car was in fact a different car, then you'll need evidence of that. If Clara's car at the start of the ace race managed to fool everyone, then it must have brought some kind of an identifier. There had to be something which caused people to look at it and just say, yeah, it's Clara. Do we know of anything like that? Maybe something missing from the accident scene? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Where's my light? There we go. License plate. Because that's how you identify cars.
Objection.
Okay, Trey, here's a question. Go ahead. How does a person identify a car? There are many ways. Colour, size, make, model, number of doors, engine size. But those things don't identify a car. Many cars are the same colour or have similar engines. What identifies a car as a unique vehicle? Let's say the police recover a car that is stolen. How do they reunite the car with its owner? I'm not a policeman. Humour me!
Objection.
Your Honour, the defence is asking the witness to speculate. I'll allow it. But make your point quickly, Miss Aquila. Well, I suppose the police would examine the car's licence plate and match that to the records at the DMV. Let it be stated for the record that in this state, vehicles are only required to bear one plate. So, Mr. Gearson, hypothetically speaking, if a vehicle bore the wrong licence plate, could it be misidentified? That's absurd! The mix-up would surely only be brief. Absolutely. Fleeting, even. But tell me, let's say that after this earlier race, someone stole the plate from Clara's car and fitted it to a different car. How thoroughly did people inspect Clara's car at the start of the ace race, and for how long? In fact, this suggests a further extension to our theory. Because if Clara was stranded further down the mountain after the earlier race, let's go for it. The person who entered the ace race was an imposter.
Order.
I will have order! I don't believe this. I refuse to believe it. The Rostro Racers are a group of exceptional individuals. You're suggesting that we can be hoodwinked so easily? No mere imposter could possibly fool the entire Rostro racing community. It does seem somewhat far-fetched, but quite possible given the right supporting evidence. Do you feel this is important? Yes! Yes, I do. Yes, I believe it's important. Very well. Witness, can you please add this to your statement? Unnecessary pressing, 'cause I'm pretty sure what evidence I need. 'Cause déjà vu.
Hold it.
You feel the Rostro Racers are immune to being hoodwinked? I do. It's a community of exceptionally skilled people. Nothing gets past us. Oh, I think you're all more easily fooled than you realise. And I'm sure I have the evidence. No, come on. Evidence. It's hands. Fun, but not working great. To prove it. I don't finish that sentence. To prove it. Are you thinking, you're seriously going to present? You're absolutely loving this. Deja vu.
Objection.
No, not deja vu. Darn. Oh, wait, sorry. Yes. I just realised what stupid piece of evidence was supposed to be using.
Penalty.
No, I got penalised. No. Alright, sorry. The thing that's been fooling the Rostro Racers for the very least days. Which is, in fact, hot dogs!
Objection.
Trey, can you just remind the court where we first met? It was in the line for the hot dog vendor up at the Rostro Vista. Why? And those hot dogs, are they good? Have you had them before? Yes, numerous times. Actually, they're fantastic. Surprisingly so. Your Honour, to refute the witness's statement, we would like to present this. A vegan hot dog. What? Those are vegan hot dogs? I'm vegan. I could have been having them all this time. What's happening? Vegan? What does that have to do with anything? Two things, Chad. Firstly, Terry's truck, Scrub's Dogs, has been very popular up at the Rostro Spire. In fact, people are saying they're the best hot dogs they've ever tasted. But here's the kicker. Due to a shipping error, Terry received a shipment of vegan hot dogs by mistake. He's been selling them for weeks, and nobody noticed. But secondly, this is a perfect analogy because Terry's actions follow on from that faulty shipment. Cause and effect. But if that were true, I mean, the imposter who entered the ace race, even if they swapped the plates, They would need to be driving a very similar car, ideally the same model car. That's not my Chad voice either. Darn it. I've really forgotten where my Chad voice is. Ah! This has been very entertaining, but enough. I'm not aware of any evidence that there was a duplicate of Clara's car up on the mountain, and without that, this whole line of reasoning crumbles into dust. I too believe we have entertained this flight of fancy for long enough. Miss Aquila, I'm going to have to ask for some evidence that this duplicate car ever existed. This is the deja vu one. Right. Or I'll be forced to draw proceedings to a close immediately. A duplicate car? Was there a duplicate? Did anyone see one? A duplicate car might cause a mild case of... deja vu? Deja vu. Deja vu? Like you've just been in this place. I know what it means. Your Honor, the custodian of the Rostro Vista parking lot, a man named Jasper Frank, told us that he experienced deja vu on the night Clara died while driving up toward the top of the mountain. He said the effect was so severe that he was forced to stop for a moment to be sure he wasn't hallucinating. At the time it didn't make much sense, but the time syncs up. How so? Jasper passed by two identical looking cars, one after another. One after the other, even.
Objection.
Even if that were true, that only leaves a very short time for the driver of this mystery car to change the tyre and the license plates, with basic tools, alone, by the roadside in freezing temperatures. And in the dark. He's right. I know. Who could do all of those things? I wonder. He'd have to be a very skilled mechanic, wouldn't he? Who could drive that well enough for people to briefly think Clara was behind the wheel? A master mechanic who could change the tyre and plates in no time with basic tools in the dark? Who could get Clara to come out to the mountain early at all, when she knew she had an important race later? Come on, hand. Someone close to her, who no one would have ever immediately suspect. Who had access to another Mitsuyota AG-88. One. It was you! We've been debating it all this time, but it was you!
Order.
I will have order. Miss Aquila, explain yourself. Who are you accusing? The only person who fits all of the evidence. The person who raced Clara earlier that evening and was the last person to see her alive. Trey Gerson! Really, will you just say anything to exonerate your clients? I couldn't have been there. I was on a date, if you must know. Oh, really? You couldn't have eaten much if you were buying a hot dog just a bit later. Not that it's any of your business, but I was very hungry, yet the restaurant only served small portions. I was at the Great Wave. That's a lie. I eat at the Great Wave very frequently, and the night that Clara died was their all-you-can-eat night. Oh yeah. Yeah! In fact, tell me, Mr. Gerson, in the argument that the Rostro racers having over sponsorship, Clara was totally against that. What side were you on? Fine. I will admit, as I can see that it is pointless to argue further. I did race Clara earlier in the evening. So you admit? Let me finish. Some time ago I became aware that Clara intended to refuse corporate sponsorship for the Rostro races. And if you must know, I hated her for it. She was fine sitting there on top of that ivory tower with her inherited wealth. while the rest of us fought around in the dirt for table scraps. I built Gearson & Co., not figuratively. I literally laid the bricks in some of the buildings. She talks of romantic ideals of independence, but the rest of us live in the real world. Those days she talked about are coming to an end, and I wanted our racing family to persist. So you resolved this the only way you could, by challenging Clara to a race? That's right. I sent a message to Clara's phone earlier in the day. A message Clara received while eating with Ryoka. Then, when I dropped off Clara's car via Tobar, we got into our cars and headed up to Rostro Vista. Once we were there, we started racing. Is he seriously about to admit to... Watch out, I think this will get worse before it gets better. But Clara eluded me. Eluded you, Mr. Gerson? I said earlier that Clara was the preeminent racer, and I was being truthful. Before we had even got halfway down the track, I had lost sight of her. She was so far ahead it felt pointless to even continue the race. I pulled over and came to a stop. There was business with the other wheel, the license plate. It may have happened in a manner similar to your deductions, but I didn't see it. Well, it seems a bit convenient, but okay. What did you do? I took some time to reflect on how things had gone, of course. By the time I pulled myself together, quite some time had passed. I'm unsure of exactly how much. But I set off for the top of the mountain, and by the time I got there, Clara had returned and started the ace race. Then why did you lie about being at the Great Wave? I was embarrassed. Do you think I like admitting that I was beaten so soundly? I do have pride, you know. So you see, Miss Aquila. No need for wheels or duplicate cars. Perjury, perhaps, and we'll deal with that later. Even your motive is weak. If you're seriously implying that the witness killed Clara Massey... Yes, I am. I am totally implying that. I am absolutely implying that. It is not dissimilar, in fact, to Hank's proposed motive, which we already dismissed as weak when stood alone. Even if Mr. Gerson did race Clara early in the evening, there is no proof that he was involved with Clara's death. Occam's razor suggests it is simpler to assume that Clara died in the ace race. All these other points are just mysteries you're dredging up to try and obscure your client's guilt. And on that note, the prosecution rests. If only there was something that connected Trey to the scene. But the tire... I know. It's not direct evidence. It'd support another piece of evidence, but on its own it's not absolute proof. Miss Aquila, do you have any final remarks before I pass judgment? If we had proof. With these acts of perjury, it would probably end this here and now. But what could possibly connect Trey to the scene like that? Miss Aquila. A moment, Your Honor. Okay, Nina. Time to make the impossible possible. Think. Conference, quick. Okay. Let's start with the assumption that Clara went up to the mountains with Trey. They passed Jasper on their way up, and arrived at the top of the mountain pass. They started racing, the earlier race. A race that they didn't finish. Trey says Clara got away from him. But let's assume he isn't telling the truth, and see where we end up. What if... What if Trey and Clara had an accident and Clara was killed? Trey would have panicked. I mean, look what has happened with our clients. Street racing's dangerous and illegal, so you have to assume the worst in his shoes. Yeah, it probably wasn't his intention. He probably just wanted to beat her. Though for our purposes, I guess it doesn't matter all that much. Picture it. Trey and Clara didn't collide, But they did get close. Clara skids off the road, and when it's all over, Clara is dead. Grim. Trey's car must have been part of the accident. How do you figure? It's business over the wheels. Like, the evidence suggests that a wheel was exchanged. You don't just do that for fun. After the accident, one of the cars must have been good, save for a broken wheel, while the other one was the wreck that we saw at the crash site. After all, one of the cars later took part in the ace race. It couldn't have been too damaged. Right, good point. Trey must have assumed that he could implicate the aces if he impersonated Clara in the race. We'll get to the ace race in a bit. Let's keep it to the earlier race first. So maybe after the wheel, that could have been when he removed the license plate. Kind of ingenious. He needed a disguise. A disguise, huh? But even if they take their master's hat, or their master's cloak, what is it? I'm improvising. Dylan, I've got an idea, and it's going to sound crazy, but stick with me. To the end, but what is it? If Trey really did enter the ace race as an imposter, what card did he use? Not that one, because that's damaged. It shouldn't really be that one, right? Because that's the damaged one, unless we're just talking about the type of car. Because obviously he used a spades car. Nice. Oh no! I hit the wrong button! I hit the wrong button! That's embarrassing. Right, let's get my finger away from that button. In fact, we'll put it all the way up here. Now I can't accidentally hit the spacebar. Darkened windows, I shall feel this. Yeah, let's go with the spades car. Okay, it was just about the type of car. Okay. Well, yeah, Mitsuyota AG88. That's the $1,000,000 question, though. Which one? Mind running that by me one more time? So far, we've assumed that Trey put Clara's plate on his car and used that in the ace race. But why did we assume that? I don't know. It just seemed a fair thing to assume. I mean, they're near identical, so why would you switch cars? You wouldn't, if you had a choice. Just now, you said that both cars had to have been involved in the accident, or Trey would have had no reason to change a wheel. He would have taken the remaining pristine car, and maybe swapped out the license plate. I think I'm starting to get it. When we saw the car at the scene of the accident, it was pretty banged up. No one was going to be able to drive that car away. You'd need a tow truck. Trey had to take the working car. What if that car was Clara's? But Clara died in the accident. Wouldn't the more damaged car naturally be hers? That's another assumption. Remember, Clara died due to one single head trauma. It could have just been bad luck. People sometimes end up paralyzed from pranks and fender benders. So you're saying that Trey moved Clara's body into his car, which was that badly damaged, then took her keys, left in the car, left his in the car to be found with Clara's body, and then he fixed the only thing on Clara's car, a single busted wheel. A rear wheel even, because that's where the mysterious other wheel came from. Wouldn't forensics have found trace prints all over the car? He built those cars and maintained them regularly. His prints, hair, dead skin. All the Spade's cars will be covered in them. Aha! So he can't be implicated that way. The police have the car in which Clara was found over at their impound. So are you seriously saying... If this works, that car at the impound isn't actually Clara's car at all. It's Trey's car. But the impound is all the way across town. How are we going to prove it's really Trey's car? And even if we had the time, how would we do that? We'd need a foolproof way to identify a specific car. Something practically unique. Something Trey doesn't know about and couldn't tamper with. Miss Aquila. I feel I've been generous enough. Your final remarks, please. They will be brief, Your Honor. And you would never have done this. But that doesn't matter. My style is good enough, and I'm going to prove it. Your Honor, the defense asserts that Trey Gearson was in fact present when Clara Mass died. This happened during the earlier race. Here we go again. Don't be ridiculous. You can't possibly prove anything of the sort. We believe that Mr. Gearson was forced to change a wheel by the accident and waited somewhere out of sight before heading up to the top of the mountain via the side road to impersonate Clara in the ace race.
Objection.
Still banging this drum. Okay, Aquila. Can you present even one piece of evidence that would suggest that Trey was at the scene when Clara crashed? I can. What? You see, Hawk, what's more important is what Mr. Gearson took away from the scene. Because I believe... Wait! That Mr. Gearson was forced to switch cars by the events of the accident. This is what led to the strange fact of the missing license plate and mysterious extra wheel. Hang on now! But if that were true, that would mean that the car in which Clara was found was actually Mr. Gearson's car. More than that, Your Honor. Deep breaths, Nina. You've got this. Mr. Gearson? How did you arrive at this courtroom today? I drove here. Wonderful. Your Mitsubishi AG88 is parked just outside, right? That's right. Perfect. Thank you, Ryoko. Thank you, Ryoko. Thank you, Ryoko. Bloop, bloop. I was given these by a friend. They're Clara's spare car keys. And I think if I hold my arm high enough, get the angle on the remote just right. Bingo! Mr. Gearson? Why you? This isn't the best part of town. Would you care to use the keys in your possession to lock it again? He ran! Did he seriously just run out of my courtroom? Mr. Hawke, what is the meaning of this? Don't look at me! He's a witness! We didn't expect he would suddenly become a suspect! This is great! It is? Of course! This totally undermines Hawke's case! True. But isn't he driving away in a critical piece of evidence? Chad! What? Don't just stand there! Call the police! We can, but he's driving a high-performance racing car. You really think they're going to be able to catch him? It can't end like this! Your Honor? Yes? Deputize me. Right now. Why? Figure it out! Vroom vroom! Let's go! It's race time, baby! Trey! What the? You're not getting away. Beat it, lawyer! Nina, are you okay? I'm following Trey. He's trying to escape from the city. Follow me, set me free. Trust me and we will escape from the city. Maybe if I can catch him, we can end this. Let's go. No. Race should not work. Technique. No. Belief! In the heart of the tree. Trey, where are you going? You can't just run away. I don't need to run forever. I just need to cross the front line north of Rotunda. North of... That's a war zone! Trey, if you just stop, we can work something out. Forget it! Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yes. At least you didn't get further ahead. Not bad for a lawyer. Mr. Frank? What are you here for, you old kook? To help catch you, of course. I was racing when your mum was still bathing your ears with her tongue, you whippersnapper. As if you could. Nina, listen closely. Trey's car is tuned very specifically for the Rostro downhill course, but not for distance driving. If you can keep up the pressure. Great thinking, Jasper. So what do we do? Just try to catch him. And don't let up. Ooh, we gotta draw. Right. I would like a heel toe brake shift. Draw. Well, then I would like a press. I'm gonna bank that. Not risking it. Trey, this is lunacy! What was I supposed to do? You saw how the court was going to strike down the aces. Then it really was an accident? Yes! Truly? I didn't want to kill Clara, she was my friend. Then why this whole runaround? Why not tell the truth from the start? Be serious! The moment I realized she was dead, the whole thing flashed before my eyes like some kind of macabre play. There was no witnesses, no evidence to support me. I even had a motive. My businesses, my life, it was all going to be torn apart. But sending your friends to prison? On a suspicion? If there was no evidence, I knew it wouldn't stand up to appeal. But they had nothing to lose and I had so much more. That sounds like a convenient rationalization when you're not the one being sent behind bars. It wasn't a perfect plan. What do you want from me? I want you to turn around and come back to Fudge City with me. Forget it! Yeah, might as well risk it. Ooh, for that track didn't work at all. Keep going, Nina. Detective Flatfoot? In the Force's... nope. In the Force's fastest car. Can you stop him? Ha! Not a chance. This isn't you, Trey. You've forgotten yourself. No one can run from the truth that lies in the heart of the drift. The what? It's a thing, Detective! Just go with it! Ah! I'm so close! But yes, I would like a heal clear break shift. So that I can catch up. Almost there. Oop. That hits. You getting tired, Trey? Car's not built for this kind of road. I would like a heal there, break shift, please. Although I'm not trying to overtake. I mean, actually, I could overtake him. Then that might be better. I don't know. In front. Woohoo! Right on your tail now, Trey! We're right on your tail! Ready to give up yet? I wonder if he does have an actual tail. He's got the ears. Actually, no, we saw him from behind earlier. I guess he doesn't. That makes him like me. No tail. Ah! Darn. That should be... Trey, stop this at once. You're never going to hold it. Shut it, you fossil. I can hold it. I built this car with my own 2 hands. With status radiator? Trey, if you keep going, you're going to get killed. Are you really that prideful that you'd run your car until it explodes with you still inside? I can make it. Nothing can stop me. You'll never. Trey! No answer. He could be unconscious. I guess I'll just have to... Hey, it really is on fire. Trey! What? Where? What? Are you hurt? Did you just save me? Forget that! Are you hurt? Can you feel your fingers? Your toes? Yes, I can. I think I'm okay. Here comes Flatfoot. I'm gonna get one chance at this. Trey, this is very important. Who is your sponsor? The woman you met at the parking lot, who is she? I don't know. What? How can you... They approached me before Clara died and said they wanted me to try to beat her and win the ace race. But like Hank and the others, it was from an anonymous email address. But Clara knew. You're sure? Certain. Did she say anything to you? Anything at all? No. The only thing I can say is this. When the sponsor first emailed us, everyone was wondering how much money, what the terms would be, how it would affect us. But Clara was trying to answer an altogether different question. Why? Why? Why what? Why us? Why now? Why everything? You think she was worried because she didn't get a proper answer? No. I think she was worried because she did. But why do you care? What's it to you? Nina, I'll take it from here. Enjoy Florida, Jasper. Mr. Gerson, you have the right to remain silent. I am placing you under arrest on suspicion of the murder of Clara Mass. District Courthouse, Courtroom C, January 11th, 6:21 p.m. Today's events have certainly been fast and furious. Mr. Hawke? Yes? Has Mr. Gerson been taken into custody? Yes, Your Honor. Suck it, Chad. The city will arrange to try him as a different... Nope. Messed up that sentence completely. Try that one again. The city will arrange to try him at a different date. We will need to work out specific charges, but I am expecting that he will have some very difficult questions to answer concerning the death of Clara Mass. Your Honor, if I may? To speak on Trey's behalf, I believe that Clara's death really was an accident. He tried to implicate us, Ren. We almost took the fall. I just don't believe that Trey went up to the mountain that night with the intent to murder her. He strongly disagreed with her, yes. But they really were friends. If her death really was an accident, Trey must have panicked. I'd just ask that you think of his actions as those of a desperate man as opposed to a murderer. I had no idea that Ren was so... I don't know... chill. Noted, Mr. Ransom. However, that brings us onto an odd question. I still don't understand what happened during the actual ace race. Ditto. It's really very confusing. I thought Clara passed us. I think... No, I'm also at a loss. I can explain that, I think. It's actually very simple. All three of you actually noticed something about Clara during the race. It's something that retrospectively makes sense. That Clara was driving weirdly. I guess she was driving a little weirdly. I suspected all along. Oh, buzz off, Keisuke. You were in the as in the dark as the rest of us. When all four of you started the ace race, the real Clara was sitting in Trey's car further down the course. Trey hung back, and at the right moment... He turned off his headlights. At that moment, Jocelyn struck something. I can't quite prove this, but I believe it was the wheel that Ren brought into the courthouse earlier today. Then all Trey had to do was take the side road and speed back up to the top of the course. You three carried on, and when you found Clara, you assumed that she'd somehow passed you, and crashed. For us, sitting here in this courtroom, it seems almost nonsensical. But in your collective heightened state, awash with adrenaline, it was the only sensible explanation. So naturally, you all believed it. Discussing it amongst yourselves before Ryoko and Trey turned up, you made it real, at least for you. I can hardly believe it. Trey turned up with Ryoko. He looked us in the eye, knowing that we were going to take the fall. He was utterly convincing. It does kind of prove something, though. What? Things really aren't what they appear to be. Really aren't always what they appear to be. People can fake many things, but style will always reveal who someone really is. Style. Let's file that as one for later. When I see Trey next, I'll... Speak for yourself. Even after all this, I'm not angry. I kind of feel sorry for him. And on that note, Your Honour, the defence rests. Very good, Miss Aquila. Mr. Hawke, do you have anything to add? Only one thing. Surely he hasn't got... Not bad, Miss Aquila. You want to congratulate Dylan, too? Don't push your luck. Very well. Miss Aquila has, through inference, all but proven that Clara died long before the defendants were close by. Therefore, on all charges, I find the defendants... Nope, okay. Nope. Yeah.
Not guilty.
Yay! The Aces said we should meet them over at the Great Wave. You want to head straight there? In a bit. Before we do that, can we stop in at the office? Sure. Office, 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 office. The Aces were heading straight to the restaurant, Nina. What are we doing back here? I had an idea during the trial. It'll only take a minute. You sure? I don't know. But if it doesn't, then this will be the last time I watch this security footage. What was it that Keisuke said? Things really aren't always what they appear to be. People can fake many things. But style will always reveal who someone really is. There! What is it? What did you see? Look! I don't get it. He's just a guy wearing a baseball cap. That's right. But it's a matter of style. He's wearing it the wrong way around. In all prior footage, the janitor wore his cap backwards, but this guy is wearing his forwards. Here's the comparison. Oh, you're right. I never noticed it before. I mean, it's easy to ignore. You could have just turned it around, though. Maybe, but let's watch him a bit more. That's it. It's like a smudge. More than a smudge. It's a facial scar. Did the janitor have a facial scar? You must have met him during Anya's trial, right? No, he doesn't. What does that mean? It's simple. That man, whoever he was an imposter. Then we have to go see Chad Hawk's boss and right away. What is it, Nina? Surely this is the break in the case we've been waiting for. It is. But as much as I hate to admit it, this is a lead, but not real evidence. If we go off half cocked, we might lose our chance to convince the DA to open up an appeal. We need to search for definite evidence. Oh. I was all fired up. Don't douse yourself yet. Huh? This is just the start. A lead is something we can unravel until we run out of thread. So are we still going out for food with the aces? Sounds good. We're not going to find any more clues about this when it's late at night, and we're exhausted from another case. Let's head out. Great. Come meet me by the door when you're ready. You ready to head out? Yep, let's get going. Okay, boss. Dylan Merlin has joined your party. To the Great Wave. Great Wave. Kanpai! Actually, just like... Yeah. But let's get a drink. Kanpai! The Great Wave Sushi Restaurant, January 11th, 9:41 p.m. You guys seen any tuna yet? No, but I see plenty of salmon. Maybe you could order some. Ugh, fish makes me nauseous. Then why did you agree to come? I was outvoted. I wanted to go to the steakhouse downtown. There's got to be something you can eat. I swear I just saw a cheeseburger pass by us a few minutes ago. I might go for one of those myself. Seriously? This is a nice sushi place. What? I like cheeseburgers. Well, now that we're all here... Nina? I think I speak for everyone here when I say that we simply can't thank you enough. That's right! No one else had any idea about Trey's actions. How did you even figure it all out? For starters, it was a group effort. You should be thanking Dylan and Ren as much as I. Plus, we had some help at the last minute, without which things would have gone differently. Help? From who? Jasper Frank. He turned up at our office late last night. That old kook? He totally hates us. He was weird, always skulking around, picking up trash, telling us to park better, giving us aggro. Hey, there's the cheeseburger. Cheeseburger. Also a floof. Floof. Seems weird he would even get involved. I wonder why Jasper decided to help. Yeah, I mean, it's not like he knows anything about Turgejanken racing. Oh, I'm not so sure. Why does Jasper Frank know a great deal about Turgejanken racing? Yeah, it's probably that one. What? Seriously? Years, literally years, and he never said a word. From what I understand, the 1981 incident brought mountain racing into disrepute, even, and almost ended it once and for all. Plus, Jasper, if you were responsible, lost a close friend, a rival ace. I can't be totally certain, but I make a career out of connecting up the dots. Jasper said that Clara knew him, and I think this is what he meant. So you're saying Jasper Frank was the very first Joker? Well, I'm starving. Wait up, I've got a few questions myself. Firstly, who is Joker now? Did you guys figure it out? We decided it should be Hank. It seemed sensible. Ah, shucks, guys. Hank has a vision for how we're going to move forward as a family. So you're accepting the sponsorship? Not right away. Clara obviously had some personal beef with the sponsor, whoever they are. But doing something like that is important for securing the Rostro race's future. I don't know what form it's going to take, but my goal is to see us form a professional racing team. Some form of sponsorship is going to be involved in that. Well, I wish you guys the best of luck. Hi. Ryoko. Oof, awkward. You gonna eat with us, Ryoko? No. I just wanted to... Oh, come on, Ryoko. Have something to eat with us. Sorry, but I'm not quite there yet. It's okay, Ryoko. We respect that. But I'm happy that everything worked out. Just wanted to let you guys know that. Do you want Clara's keys back? No, there's no need. They're just keys to a car that never belonged to me. You keep them. Maybe they'll bring you luck. Guys, Clara's funeral is the day after tomorrow, and afterwards, I'm gonna head out of town for a few weeks. But I'll be back. Actually, we had something we wanted to talk to you about. Keisuke, you want to tell her? No, it's not my place. You should, Hank. Okay. Ryoko, when you come back, we'd like you to do so as the new Ace of Spades. How about it? Wow. I don't know what to say. Say yes. I guess I could give you guys a run for your money. That's the spirit. Enough talk, I'm starving. Food first, then lucky voice. Lucky voice? It's a karaoke bar. With an all-you-can-drink policy. Sounds like my kind of party. I think I'll pass. I've got some attorney stuff to take care of to wrap everything up. Oh, then you should go with them, Dylan. You sure? You okay? It's fine, really. Sure. I'll do karaoke with you guys. Be warned, I can't sing. None of us can. Now we may have dodged a bullet there. Have a great time, you guys. Ooh, that gives me an idea. Ryoko, darling, before you leave. Hank, you scooch in there. Hank, get your elbow out of my That's Joker hang to you. Ooh boy. Jocelyn, crouch down a bit. Like this? No. Like this? Okay. Say California rolls! Aquila Defense and Law Officers, January 13th, 1:23 AM. Thinking time. Nina, stay here, okay? Wait, why? What? I'll be right back. Don't go! Stay with her, okay? She was standing right there. Maybe if I'm able to see that spot again, where she was standing. It's a long shot, but I need to know. No. My legs feel like jelly. My heart is beating out of drum solo. Why am I breaking out in cold sweat just trying to remember who she is? I came all the way up here. I'm not just going to turn around and go home. Deep breath. Who are you? I don't even know you, but I can picture you in my head with perfect clarity. Better than Dylan. Better than Anya. I remember. Years ago. You looked right into my eyes and... That's it. How? How could I have forgotten? Or maybe I just didn't want to remember. She was there on that day, when everything changed. She was the last person I ever saw. The very last thing I ever saw. Oh, that's cool. With both eyes. Dun dun dun! Dun dun dun! Suzuki! Cool. Next time on Nina Aquila, Legal Eagle. Stop, foul beast! Your evil will never take root in this world! By the powers of the sacred feather, I will punish you! Valkyrie transformation! Cut! Was that okay? Fantastic, Milia. As always. No need to lay it on too thick, Sarah. It's just a location test. I'm serious. You're a natural. You nail every single take. This show's gonna be awesome. I can see it. Valkyrie Sacred Feather sweeps the awards. How'd you get so good, anyhow? Practice, I guess. And this place. Was this location for the fight scenes really your idea? They said they wanted somewhere industrial and remote, so it seemed like a good fit. It's great, so grimy and drab. It'll make the bright colours of your final costume really pop by comparison. Sarah, are we good? Yeah, I think we have everything we need for today. I mean, all we wanted was some footage of Milia at the location to compare to the other sites we've auditioned. And I think we've got that and then some. You want to ride back? It's okay, I've got my motorbike nearby. See you Monday morning? Looking forward to it. Safe trip home. You too. Okay, we're out. Let's pack it up. It's still around here. I can sense it. Show yourself! Foolish Valkyrie. This city will kneel at the feet of the great Malfara. Not today! By the powers of the sacred feather! Valkyrie! Transform! Let's rumble, dog breath! Hey, Anya? We're shooting in 5 minutes. Oh, so they do need me after all. Anya, we talked about this. You're not going to have lines every single episode. Easy for you to say. The whole show's named after you. Do I smell liquor? Have you been drinking? It's just some tequila. You want some? Yes! If I've got to keep wearing this hand-me-down bunny girl outfit. Guys, the director wants to get this party started. Our party started about an hour ago. Goggle boy. Is she? A little. Then are you... not as much. The show must go on though, am I right? Hello! Welcome to Aquila channel, a special viewer-facing segment where we talk to you, the viewer, player. Today's chapter was themed around several things, most notably the street racing manga and anime genre. Attentive fans of these shows will doubtless have noticed some of the similarities. Even the cars present in game and some of the properties attributed to them are parodies of real-world cars. The design of Nina's car was an extra special reference. Did you spot it? I mean, I didn't immediately. Since I watched something related recently. Nina's car looks an awful lot like Lupin's. Chapter 3's twist was inspired by the 4th stage of Initial D. In that show, there's a scene where a character encounters a mysterious car with darkened windows, with an oddly familiar driving style. Hashtag no spoilers. The point was that a car could also be a disguise, and this seemed like a cool idea to build upon. However, we knew that if we were going to take on the illegal street racing genre, we needed to allow the player to actually race. The version in the final game is actually the 3rd prototype of the racing system, the end of a process which, on its own, took around 3 months to develop. This was inspired in concept by Tactics Formula, a Japanese exclusive game for the Sega Saturn, in which racing is handled in RPG-like turns. Though Nail's Tokyo Genkin Racing took this in a very different direction. Of course, Tokyo Racing is a real thing, just not something seen in anime. Though in animated form, it tends to be depicted like in sports anime. And like any sports anime, it's heavily dramatized. Toge, or Toge, means pass, as in mountain pass, and it has its roots in illegal mountain road racing. Due to the success of Initial D, it has a strong There's a G on this that shouldn't be on it! Ethan, if you're still here, I got a typo. It has a strong association with the mountain roads of Gunmakan in the Kanto region of Japan, particularly the town of Haruna, which has been part of nearby Takasaki since 2006. Additionally, we wanted a story where Nina, having found some confidence in Chapter 2, would find strength in her own unique style, both in and out of the car. Wait, As a lawyer, should Nina really have been engaging in illegal street racing? Probably best not to overthink it. Chapter 3's story drew on all of these elements. Toge racing anime, using a car as a disguise, and the desire to find faith in one's own unique style. Of course, these are just the main threads of the plot. A lot of other stuff was packed in there too. Okay, so that's chapter 3 out of the way. On to news. First, we want to thank all of our followers, friends and supporters. In particular, we'd like to thank the members of the Nail Discord. If you want to join the Discord, you can find the link on the game's title screen. Nail also has its own Twitter page. There's a link on the game's title screen to that too. We're going to be hosting more giveaways via Twitter, so make sure to follow up if you're a fan. The Nail TeePublic store has a wide range of merch, including hoodies and mugs. Sales of merch are funneled directly into paying for more CGs, sprite art, and other features of future chapters. And this is a biggie. We want to do a shout out to Rachel Messer, Nina's voice actor. Rachel comes to Nail from an extensive background in anime and video game voice acting. Now it's time for us to sign off, but before we go, Chapter 4 is going to be a magical adventure with mystery, secret identities and intrigue. And magical girls. So if you like this third chapter of Nina Aquila Legal Eagle, nail her, nail her, nail her. Make sure you look us up and follow us for more news about Chapter 4. Secret Feathers. Hey. Anya, hey. You okay? Look, I know you didn't get any lines this time around, but the next chapter. Oh, upon reflection, I think it's going to be fun. I can't wait to see you in a skimpy magical girl getup. The magical girl's going to be the defendant. Or maybe the victim? The details are kind of fluid right now. Yeah, well, in Chapter 3, the victim was a street racer. How did that work out? With these things? Bring it on. How skimpy are we talking? Who says she's the only one, Dylan? I for one, I would like to see Dylan as a magical girl. I'll be in the gym. And look at that! We're done! What did you think of Chapter 3? Did you have fun? I had fun. And honestly, I'm looking forward to Chapter 4. I like magical girls. We did have hot dogs. We got the hot dogs in the end. And the hot dogs turned out to be very important. Just very, very important. Oh. What we got now? You have unlocked a special feature, Art Gallery. Ooh. You have unlocked a special feature, Sound Select. You have unlocked Free Roam mode. You can explore Fletch City. You have now unlocked everything. Congratulations. Thanks for playing. See you in Chapter 4. Hey, right. We're absolutely and definitely done now. So, with that's gonna be the end for the day. Thanks for coming. It's been fun. If you're new here and you've enjoyed yourself, consider subscribing to the channel. I think it's down there somewhere. Hey, I have hands I can point it at now. Subscribing to my Twitter, which the link is also down there in the description. The schedule for the week is on a pinned post on Twitter. The next scheduled stream is on Sunday afternoon, starting at 2 PM, and that's more Danganronpa. So, more cult stuff. Yeah. Once again, thanks for coming. I hope you had fun. I had fun. And this is Kalla signing out. See ya! Bye bye!